Across the islands of the Philippines, when the moon begins to vanish from the sky, the people remember an ancient fear and an even older legend. A serpent so massive, so powerful, that it could devour the moon itself. This is the tale of Bakunawa, the moon-eating dragon, a myth born from starlight, shadow, and sea. A creature feared, honored, and remembered through centuries of storytelling. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss out on a journey through history. Throughout history, people across the world have told stories of heroes and monsters, of love and vengeance, of death and rebirth. These tales, passed from generation to generation, helped ancient peoples make sense of the world around them. And in the islands of the Philippines, one creature stood above the rest, lurking in the depths of both the ocean and imagination. Among all the mythical beasts of the archipelago, none looms larger than Bakunawa. Every culture on Earth has a dragon. In many Asian traditions, dragons are beings of immense cosmic power, guardians of nature, storms, the elements, and fate itself. The Bakunawa was no different. Said to cause eclipses, earthquakes, storms, and tidal waves, it was a serpent of divine scale, so enormous it could swallow the moon as easily as a snake swallows a mouse. In the beginning, there were 7 moons, shining in rotation across the skies of the pre-colonial Philippines. Bathala, the supreme god, or Kaptan in the Visayan version, placed them in the heavens to illuminate the world, giving 1 moon for each night of the week. The night sky was never dark, always alive with light and beauty. But far below, deep in the ocean's abyss, stirred a mighty being. Bakunawa, enchanted by the radiant moons, became obsessed. Whether driven by greed, loneliness, or something deeper, he could no longer bear to see them shining above him. With a roar that shook the waters, he rose from the sea, spiraling through the heavens like a storm. He devoured the first moon, then the second, until only one remained. Across the islands, fear gripped the hearts of the people. The once luminous sky had fallen into shadow. Desperate, they cried out to Bathala. The god heard them and gave one command: make a noise so loud it will drive the serpent away. So when Bakunawa reached for the final moon, he was met with a cacophony of sound. People banged on pots and pans, beat their drums, stomped their feet, and shouted to the heavens. The earth shook with their defiance. Overwhelmed by the uproar, Bakunawa reeled in confusion, then panicked, retreating into the sea's depths. To protect the final moon, Bathala planted bamboo across its surface, forming dark patches, what we now see as the moon's craters. But Bakunawa was not defeated, only delayed. From time to time, he rises again, shrouding the moon in shadow. A lunar eclipse, the old people say, is Bakunawa's mouth closing around the moon once more. And so, the tradition continues. When the moon begins to vanish, the people raise their voices, just as their ancestors did, to drive the monster away and protect the last remaining light in the sky. In some tales, Bakunawa's rage is not just greed, but revenge. A story tells of his sister, a sea turtle who came ashore to lay her eggs. The people, fearing the flooding tides that followed her arrival, killed her. Enraged at her death, Bakunawa took to the skies, swallowing the moons in defiance of both gods and mortals. In others, Bakunawa is not merely a beast, but a tragic figure, a dragon in love with a moon goddess or a mortal woman. Spurned and heartbroken, he tries to reclaim what was taken from him, casting the world into darkness. Yet, whatever the origin, all versions agree. Bakunawa is a force of nature, one of the most powerful dragons in any mythology. He is feared, respected, and remembered. Across the Philippines, swords were carved with Bakunawa's likeness, particularly in Panay. Warriors believed the serpent's power would protect them and strike fear into their enemies. In games, songs, and traditional art, the legend lives on. Bakunawa is more than just a monster. He is a symbol of cosmic balance, of nature's wrath, of humanity's courage in the face of darkness. His tale has survived through oral tradition, whispered across generations, and only in the last century has it been captured in books and records. And though his form may shift from tale to tale, a sea serpent, a dragon, a winged beast, one truth remains constant. Whenever the moon disappears, Bakunawa has returned. So, next time the sky dims and the moon begins to fade, remember the ancient noise. Bang a drum, clap your hands, shout into the night. You might just save the moon. Thanks for joining us.